lyricist and a great songwriter. And listening again today, I just said to you outside that Nothing Rhyme just really touched me emotionally. I thought it was a cracking song. Can you just take us through the process of that particular song, how you got to that point? I know you mentioned in the film you saw a TV thing about kids starving.
Well, I think that, you know, as a lyricist, I pick up on everything. It's newspapers, it's what's going on in the world. Which can be a dangerous thing, because very often you write about an issue, and by the time it's released as a record, that particular issue may be history. Newspapers are here till they're gone tomorrow. But I like what's going on around me, and I like to bring it into lyrics. I don't want to preach. I like to get a point across without doing it on the stage. I don't like to see singers, performers, the bottoms of this world standing on a stage during a concert proliferating about good causes in the world. I feel that it's a bit rather like the opposite of that is to see a politician playing the guitar. I mean, is there anything more horrendous? So, but I think you, like Dylan, you can introduce issues that are relevant to all of us, subtly in a lyric and stuff. And Nothing Rhyme, just incorporated. The song isn't a song that has a thread all the way through it in terms of one verse, two verse about a particular subject. It tends to, like a newspaper, it deals with many issues, and there's a common denominator, which is the final hook line and stuff. I think that's the best way to describe it. It's a good example of my songwriting. In other words, starting with one particular subject, going into another area, coming back, and going, and I like that.
I think it's very, very emotional, very touching. Just using that as a theme, obviously as a documentary filmmaker, you decided you've got your subject matter. How did you decide what to film and what to put in and how to edit it? And what was the sort of narrative?
Well, I guess you're kind of driven, because of with documentaries I try and make as much documentaries to an observational style as possible. So the events that were unfolding in Ray's year, because it was over the year, they were the events that kind of ended up structurally driving us down a certain road. So that was one aspect. So we ended up going to Israel, going to Nashville, in London studios, spending time in the house here. And then that's one element, and then there's everything else is covering. It's a huge story. We were restricted to 52 minutes,
right?
Which is a pity, because it could actually go on for probably a 70-minute film.
Why were you restricted?
Just because of the broadcaster and everything else, that the TVR is 52 minutes.
Right.
So we had to make decisions and certain things to stay. And I'm sure that a lot of people who are Gilbert fans, they can go, where's this, where's that? But for me, I hope that everything is there. It shows the different sides to his work. Hopefully, it was an amazing career, and I was saying to Asa, his wife, yesterday, was that a lot of different types of documentary makers could have made different types of documentaries